Good morning. We'll start session 1 on chapter statistics. So statistics basics part you've already studied in standard 8. Let's learn more about here. Statistics is a study of collection, organization, analysis, interpretation and presentation of data. So whatever sources we collected, we actually organize them, analyze, interpret and present it. So how do we present that we actually see here in the different form. But before that, what is data? It is a facts and figures which are collected with some definite purpose to represent it, analyze it, interpret it, right? There are two types of data basically, primary data and secondary data. Primary data is a type of a data which is collected by known investigation form, that is you collect it by some investigation form. Secondary data is a type of a data which is collected from some published recognized sources. You will exactly understand once we start with an exercise what are the type of primary and secondary data. Then when we talk about presentation of the data, it is presented graphically in the form of bar graph, histograms and frequency polygon. Bar graph, histogram you have already studied in standard 8. Along with that you also had a circle or a pie chart. So I'll just briefly tell you once again about bar graph and histogram. But here in 9th standard you have histograms of uniform and varying width. You know that bar graphs and histogram when we represent, they have a uniform width. The class, what is the width? That is nothing but the class size is uniform. But here we study with the uniform width as well as of the varying width. How? We will understand that later. Basically what is bar graph? Which we represent in terms of x-axis and y-axis. In x-axis we represent them as a horizontal bars with respect to the frequencies or with respect to the number of times or another data given. Histogram when we talk about, we represent them horizontally with a continuous type of a class interval. I will discuss about continuous type of a class interval. Here in bar graph we leave a same width gap everywhere. In histogram we do not leave a gap between each horizontal bars, right? That is histogram and a bar graph. The same histogram, this is of a uniform width. If it is a varying width, we have a different particular way to calculate that. Frequency polygon. So when we draw a histogram of a varying width, right? So the midpoints of these rectangular bars which are drawn. So when we take the midpoint of this and when we join and draw the graph, and that particular graph is called as a frequency polygon. So these are the three basic things what we are going to study in this chapter. Apart from this, we have, when we talk about presentation of the data, before presenting the data we have to actually organize the data. How to organize that? Organization of the data, like we have to make a class interval, we have to group the data, what are frequencies, class marks, these have to be known. Now first, when the data is collected, that data, we collect the data and we group the data. How do we group that? We group the data in terms of a class interval form, grouping form, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, right? This class interval is of two types. One is continuous and another is non-continuous. That is, for example, if the data collected is in the form of 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 0 to 10 or something what we have collected, number of times or those many numbers will occur 10 times, 15 times, that is frequency. Number of times the each score is repeating is called as a frequency. 0 to 10 when we mean, we see that the numbers 0 to 9 lie in that and the 10 lies in the next interval. 10 to 20 when I talk about, 10 to 19 lies there, 20 lies in the next interval. So it is 10 onwards to 20, that is before 20. This type of a class interval is called as a continuous class interval. Non-continuous class interval when I talk about, it is 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, numbers are 0 to 4 line there, 5 to 9 line there. These are non-continuous type of class interval. So what type of class interval is required for what type of a graph, which we will be studying here further. Basically, frequency we understood that number of times the score is repeating. Apart from that, we have a class mark. Class mark is nothing but the midpoint of the given class interval. That is one thing. The next thing, this part is called as a lower limit and this is called as a upper limit. Next, one more important thing what you have to know is the class width, size of the class interval. Now, what is the size of the class interval? If I count 0, 1, 2 up to 10, I get up to 11 numbers, right? But the size is not 11. Since 10 is repeated here, the size is 10. So, if the size maintains the same throughout, that means we can construct a histogram of a varying width. If the size varies between each and every class interval, that means we need to draw a histogram of a varying width. Now see what is the size here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the size of the class interval. So these are the basic terms and technologies with the chapter statistics. Of the first part what we are going to study, we are going to arrange them, organize that, analyze that and interpret that. The second part of this, now what I have explained children, I have only given definition for these two, statistics and data. Remaining part I have just explained. Along with the video you will be getting a small PDF. So today's session is only the introduction session of the chapter statistics, where we understand what are the terms we are going to study in this chapter along with the definitions. You have to write down all these definitions in your notebook. So I will be sending a PDF along with the video. The next part what we are going to study here is about measures of central tendency. Now, data collection, when we talk about two types of data, we discuss primary data and secondary data. We can also say that what data we collected is a raw data and a group data. Now, raw data is the random data what I have collected. Number of marks in a class, scored in mathematics subject, that's a raw data. When we group them into the class interval, that is called as a group data. So basically, I was talking about measures of central tendency. What are the measures of central tendency? Mean, median and mode. So basically for this, we will be discussing more on the raw data part here. About the group data, that is raw data in the sense, ungrouped data. Group data of measures of central tendency you will study in standard 10th. What is mean? You already know, it is the average of these scores. That is, mean is something which is, formulas we'll discuss later children, now I'll only discuss about the definitions here. Mean is something where we talk about average. What are the average marks? Mean marks. Your average marks of your test, FA test, that means if you have written 4 FA tests, total marks of your 4 FA test divided by 4 I do. Simple, right? So mean is sum of the scores divided by number of scores, right? Median, when I talk about, it is the middlemost score of the orderly arranged data. If I have some data, say 2, 8, 1, 6, 5, 9, 10, I need to arrange this in order. After I arrange this in order, I pick the middlemost number, that is the median. The number is odd or number is even, that we have a separate formula to find. So we only discuss generally about what is mean, median, mode. Later in detail we'll do it once we actually start with the part. Mode is the most often repeated score. Suppose if I have this given raw data as 2, 8, 2, 3, 2. If you can see that 2 is most often repeated, maximum number of times. So the most often repeated score is the mode. So these are the 3 measures of central tendency we study: mean, median and mode. Children, with this we end today's session, that is only about the introduction part of statistics. Actual theory, subjective part, we'll be doing it in the next session. So today's session, as I have told, starting only 2 definitions I have written. Along with that, you will be receiving a PDF. Please write that about class mark, histogram, bar graph, frequency polygon, all definitions for these terms what we have studied, you will be receiving it. Thank you.